Rizzuto with today's Franciscan Beat News Brief. Dollars in federal funding are heading to the northern panhandle, according to WTOV9. Some of the money will help move forward the rebuilding of the Market Street Bridge. The bridge closed nearly 3 years ago. Once connected West Virginia and Ohio and served as a major route across the river. Now, local leaders say that progress is finally starting. Congressman Riley Moore secured $5 million for infrastructure projects throughout his work in the House Appropriation Committee. $1 million from that funding will go toward engineering for the bridge. Moore says that step is needed before a much larger amount of money can be used. But the money cannot be spent until engineering begins. Local leaders say reopening the bridge may help both sides of the river. Delegate Jimmy Willis says that the bridge would create another route between West Virginia and Ohio, which is beneficial to the workers. The project still faces one more financial step. Once engineering begins, the state must provide a local funding match to access the federal money. Willis says that state leaders are now working to determine where that funding will come from. Even when the news progresses, the timeline is long. Officials say that the bridge may still be about 8 years from completion. Moore says that he is always looking for other possible projects across his district. Right now, he says that communities can submit requests for federal funding so their needs can be considered in future spending bills. Severe weather is in the United States tonight. From coast to coast, millions of people are dealing with dangerous conditions. More than 200 million Americans are under some kind of weather threat. Those threats range from extreme heat and wildfire warnings to flooding, blizzards, and powerful storms. Air travel is also feeling the impact. More than 3,000 flights were canceled across the country Monday as storms moved through the eastern half of the United States. Major airports in New York, Chicago, and Atlanta saw large delays and cancellations. The severe weather also forced schools in parts of the Mid-Atlantic to close early because of strong winds and the threat of tornadoes. In Washington, D.C., the weather even disrupted government operations. The House of Representatives postponed votes, and federal agencies told workers to leave early because of travel concerns. Forecasters say a powerful storm is now moving toward the East Coast. The system already dropped snow across parts of the Midwest. Some areas in Wisconsin and Michigan saw as much as 2 feet of snow by Monday morning. More snow and strong winds could nearly double those total in parts of upper Michigan. Meteorologists warn the same system could bring strong storms and possible tornadoes to the East Coast. The highest risk stretches from Maryland down to the north edge of South Carolina. Forecasters say strong winds will likely be the biggest threat, but tornadoes could still form within the storms. At the same time, the western United States is dealing with the exact opposite problem. A heat dome over the Southwest is pushing temperatures into the triple digits across Arizona this week. Cities in California are also seeing unusually warm weather, with temperatures nearing 90 degrees expected in certain areas. Meanwhile, in Hawaii, days of heavy rain caused flooding and landslides in Maui. Some areas there received more than 20 inches of rain. As the storm moves through the East Coast, colder weather is expected to follow. Forecasters say that wind chills below freezing could reach the Gulf Coast and parts of the Florida Panhandle by Tuesday morning. Behind the cold front, rain could change to snow in some areas, with heavy snow possible in the central Appalachians of West Virginia. And now for the weather. Today is a rainy day with a high of 61 and a low of 25. Tomorrow, it will be colder. You can expect a high of 29 and a low of 19 degrees with cloudy skies. Wednesday, we'll have a high of 39 with a low of 34 and a small chance of rain. Thank you for tuning in to this Franciscan Beat News Brief. I'm Christopher Rizzuto. Good evening and God bless.